Tonight, from Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin, it's the NFC Championship game. We'll see Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers taking on Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
The playoffs are back at Lambeau, and the temps, well, they're where you would expect them in the frigid range. Just how the Cheeseheads like it here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Green Bay Packers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
First try on offense for the Bucs and their veteran quarterback, Tom Brady.
And Tom Brady is personally trying to do something that's never been done, and that's go to the Super Bowl for a 10th time. This will be the first time in a Tampa Bay Buccaneers uniform and just a second trip to the Super Bowl in franchise history. Tom Brady in championship games, conference championship games, 9-4 all time. So if you're thinking about the pressure getting to him, think again. He's handled it well before.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Rashawn Gary. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
And that takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go with a big bank Fournette. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Past the 20. And he is finally out of bounds, just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6. Wow, first and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Leonard Fournette, for a big back, he can cover a lot of ground, and he showed off the athleticism there as he broke off a big one.
And what I really enjoyed about that run and what made it so impressive to me was how he improvised along the way. Sometimes on a big play, you just get the football and you take off in a straight line and go. But this time, how about the artistry of that play? That looked a little bit like a Picasso to me.
Now on first and goal, a chance to get a leg up in this NFC title game. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, second and goal. On second down, here's Fournette. And now a hole out there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. No hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. Fourth and goal from the 3. They'll run for it with Fournette. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. Leonard Fournette denied on fourth and goal. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, first and 10. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. That catch good for only a couple. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So second and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. Now another timeout called for by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On third and long, it's Rodgers. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally, and you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. Taken in the end zone. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick 6. Looking deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 39. A big play there. Rodgers to Adams. And even 40 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. They'll roll him out right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw.
And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one good for 37 yards. Flush to his right. Touchdown, Packers. Packers. Robert Tonyan there to make the grab. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
I thought that was a nice job there, feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards. And the result, a Green Bay score. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And he's got some space here. And he will take this all the way down to the Packers' 26. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39. Fournette, a 1st down carry.
Ordinarily, 3rd down is a passing down, but how about...
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette, 26 yards. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive, 4 plays. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Shaquille Barrett able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. To try again after the sack. Rodgers. No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. 3rd down.
As we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And it's incomplete. It's a dangerous pass. That's what it was. And it brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
To throw again. Rodgers being chased out left. And this one's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Throwing throwing is Rodgers on third down. He'll rifle this one deep right, and this will be caught at the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They chalked that one up as a gain of 34 on third down. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts, and still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter.
43-yard attempt.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53.
Another miss.
Still on his feet. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. On the delay, Jones. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Jones.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. It's a pickup of 6. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Champ. Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. Fielded in the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Devontae Adams in the Packer offense heading back out. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Throwing again on second down. Rodgers looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. Yeah, they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. What I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Let's go. Leonard Fournette, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 18. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And the lead is up to 18 now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard.
The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 34. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got it. It's gone for a Packers touchdown. Aaron Jones there to make the grab. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left them reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And this will be caught at the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line.
Pass interference. Defense. What's up, guys?
So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
To throw is Brady. Boy stays on. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Kenny Clark, what an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped.
Offside. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Brady to throw on 2nd down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback who wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Rodgers. Throwing left side, it's complete. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And this is good for a 1st down. His 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it, and the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. Rodgers to throw once more. Got a man open, it's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. The touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Crosby with the extra point, and that makes it a 28-24 game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Leonard Fournette making his way back out there. He is hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They give him a gain of 37.
That's a well-thrown ball right there. This is where arm strength pays off because he's got to be able to get the ball both downfield and to the sideline. And that's one of the more difficult throws for a quarterback, and he put it right where it needed to be.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive.
They're going for Howard, but the pass intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the...
It's caught inside the 25. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 33 yards that time.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Well, this has been all that we'd hoped for. 2 of the game's all-time great QBs slugging it out in a one-score game here in the second half. First and 10. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. From the 21, it's second and 10.
The 21-yard line.
To throw again. Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Here's Rodgers on third down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
25-yard attempt.
The kick by Crosby is good, and that'll bring him back within a point.
28. Packers 27.
So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
They're on 17-yard line.
And here now the offense heading back out there. And right now they're just looking for a little more cushion, trying to make this a 2-score game. Points here would go a long way, obviously, to propelling them into the next round.
And this is where the head coach, offensive coordinator, they've had to set a tone all year long about what they do on offense. So most teams want to stay in attack mode, but you have to do it with some bit of caution, don't you? Because you can't come away with no points. You need these points here in order to feel a lot better about where they are in this game.
But this time of the year, playoffs, game of this magnitude, this is what we hope for.
Yeah, it's exactly what we hope for. You want to run your offense cautiously, but not so cautiously that you just give it up.
Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
That's a 39-yard line.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
4th down.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They'll try and run for it. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out, and the Packers pick it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover.
3 brings up 2nd and 7.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun. Rodgers flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a one-point game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he breaks through another tackle. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll run with Fournette. And now running right through him. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a one-point victory. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a one-point victory. And as they take that knee, you can hear a pin drop in this stadium right now, partner.
I'd say you could hear a pin drop except for one thing. You're hearing a lot of people on cell phones right now calling and saying, cancel my reservation, because this crowd thought they were going to the Super Bowl. They had trips planned, hotels, reservations, the whole deal. That's all wiped out now. Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
And they get to hoist the Hallis Trophy. Unbelievable victory. Moving on to the Super Bowl.
I only hope that these players understand exactly who is behind that trophy. George S. Hallis, one of the creators of this great game of football of ours and creator of the NFL. What an amazing feeling and an amazing accomplishment.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.